Congressional funding and public cover. Check this out.
I know cats do that.
NGOs, I think there needs to be a number of arrests in that regard as well, because these are fake charities where mostly Democrats and what's it called?
Oh, I do remember.
There's sometimes
Watching
a little
this.
Republican in there. They sometimes throw the Republicans a bone to say, hey, be quiet about this. So that's where you start getting the uniparty thing going on. But it is overwhelmingly to Democrats, and they give these billions of dollars to NGOs run by Democrats that then go through a whole network of additional NGOs. It's a giant money laundering scheme. Really, at this point, I think the word NGO and money laundering are almost synonymous.
Yeah. Unbelievable. Okay, then people are saying, well, why isn't George Soros arrested? He's sort of kind of the tip of the iceberg. There's a bunch of billionaires. Royal Singham, whatever his name is, I can't pronounce his name. He actually lives in China. He's a tech billionaire that made his money here. He's funding a lot of this. But let's look at why none of these people have been arrested.
I think I found the real reason George Soros is still allowed to operate freely inside the United States while he's been kicked out or heavily restricted in Russia, Hungary, Turkey, Pakistan, Poland, the Philippines, and a half dozen other countries. The answer is simple, and it's hiding in plain sight. George Soros has probably been one of the CIA's most valuable private assets for over 40 years. He's the civilian deniable billion-dollar funding arm of American regime change operations worldwide. That's why no attorney general, no Congress, and no president has ever seriously moved to shut him down here. He's not just allowed in America, he's protected. This is why both George and Alex are so arrogant. If you've seen my video on color revolutions, you already know the script. Soros bankrolled this prototype in Serbia in 2000, refined it in Georgia in 2003, Ukraine in 2004, and the Arab Spring in 2011. The same USAID, NED, and Open Society Foundation's logos appear in every single one. The Arab Spring was a trial run for Europe's migrant crisis. In 2011, the CIA and Soros turned that playbook on Libya and Syria. Gaddafi warned the West in March of 2011 that if you take him out, millions would flood Europe from Africa. 8 months later, he was dead, and Libya was chaos, and the migrant waves began exactly as he had predicted. By 2015-2016, battle-hardened jihadists and economic migrants were streaming across the Mediterranean with iPhones, prepaid cards, and Twitter guides written in Arabic, the same social media mobilization tactics used in Kyiv and Tahrir Square. Wayne Madsen called it straight in 2015. This was a deliberate Soros CIA social engineering operation to fracture Europe from within. Same playbook, new target, and now we have America, 2020 to present. Remember the 2020 summer riots? Soros Open Societies Foundations gave at least $33 million to the groups that organized and sustained them. How about the Southern Border Caravans? Soros-backed NGOs provided the lawyers, the maps, and the logistics. How about to fund the police and DAs in every major city? Soros money elected them. They're running the color revolution playbook on us now. Only this time, the target isn't Belgrade or Damascus, it's you. And this is why JFK was right. After the Bay of Pigs betrayal, President Kennedy reportedly told aides he wanted to splinter the CIA into 1,000 pieces and scatter it into the winds. He never got the chance. 62 years later, we're living in the world the CIA built. One where a Hungarian-born billionaire who collapsed the Bank of England can pour unlimited dark money into American elections and street movements, and nobody in power dares touch him. Because he's not a liability, he's their most successful off-the-books contractor. The only question left? If Hungary, a country of 9 million people, can pass Stop Soros laws and kick his operations out, why can't we? Maybe it's time we finish what JFK started.
That's true. It's got the information down pat. No leftists would understand it because they would.
Okay, we're talking about it.
Yeah, they would lose it.
All these funding, these NGOs. What do you see? You see the same signs everywhere. The signs.
All right, I'm following the money. Let's see where they go. following these paid protesters and seeing where they're bringing all these signs to. Obviously, these signs are going somewhere, and we're here to figure out where they're going. Because this is kind of odd. Look at all these signs that we have over here. Where are they going with this?
Going for the protest.
Watch them all just hop in a van and be on their way. Hey, excuse me, sir. Can I ask you a question about why you guys are carrying all these signs, sir? Would you be able to answer a question? I'm just curious to know where you guys are bringing all these signs and where do they come from? They look very nice. How much do you guys pay for these signs? Yeah, what about the CCP?